not a man who may make concerns. Better I treat people first before. Sometimes I just wanna say fuck them all. Haters and players and fools and procrastinators. Money takers, heavy winners and fucking fakers. The end is coming, I hear the drums strumming. I'm seeing you fall fast, that's why I'm humming. Straight dummies, you dummy, coming. With your friends, you're plumbing in with the rest of them. I need a team, I told your ass not to go in. But foolish is your friends, so you hang out with them. Time and time again, the stuff I'm seeing you sleep. You don't give a damn if you're getting that bullshit in. Shitting on your friend, was stupid the dudes in there. Now it's an end and you have no wins. Shitty in the game with the rest of them, so I spend my winning wins with none of them. Don't hate or anticipate so you can graduate before you end up ass out in another place. Because the key to life is not to waste, and try to keep a smile upon your face. Don't hate or anticipate so you can graduate before you end up ass out. Because the key to life is not to waste, and try to keep a smile upon your face. Sometimes it's a bitch coming down to people's levels. Down here in the neighborhood of devils, bullshitters and quitters, backstabbers and shovels. Heaven blessed for breaking your devils will never ever can sever so clever. However, your backseat would be complete with eternal heat. Bittersweet, and I do mean this literally. Fucking with me, your ass out in the streets. Damn shame, cause I'm the realest that there is. Shitted too many times and now you're peers. And sick and twisted and hardly live. With the memory without a mirror in your midst. It seems a million times I dealt with this. Now you're scratched from a miracle in your life. And I tell you it's a bitch when you're not on my list. Hover up by my ass like you can kiss. So you can graduate. Ass out in no place. Not to waste. And try to keep a smile upon your face. Don't hate or participate so you can graduate before you end up ass out in no place. Because the key to life is not to waste. And try to keep a smile upon your face.
What's going down, everybody out there? Yeah, I'm still trying. It's a nice sunny day. Power up. Power up, baby. I sent you all a video about how serious this stalking thing can get. Sometimes I know people are like, okay, this guy's just paranoid and yada 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 and whatever else, you know, whether they call them tinfoil hat wearers or whatever. No, believe me, I'm a very down to earth person. I know that people do a lot. People do too much. There's a reason why I stay alone. Really, people do too damn much. And they always get caught doing it. And when I sit up here and then I'm starting to come into energies and power that can fuck people up. Like, take these off before I put them back on. I just want people to see my eyes for a minute. We're in a time now. See, the thing about this, I mean, this is the way it is. Like, people gotten away from God. I can say this over and over again. And they think the shit ain't real. Like, shit ain't real unless someone can catch them on the street, catch them coming out the house to their vehicle, you know, catch them and then do something to them. Like, they think that they're safe in their room or living room or wherever they are doing shit, but they're not. Now, and they also think they're safe as long as no one is looking at them with their eyes, like I'm looking at this New York jacket. They didn't really see me, so can't no one say anything. There's energies now with you. I'm not by myself, you know, because I don't have friends or whatever else. I'm not a sad case. I know that I have to do this because people aren't ready, and I don't want people to get themselves hurt. What do I mean by that? Sometimes I can feel a lot of things, right? If I yell out parasites off or whatever, if I wake up in the middle of the night or whatever else, and you sitting up there suckling on me in some shape, form, or fashion, you're going to get fucked up. You're going to be fucked up. Like, really, I don't have to meet you at your front door and back door and no shit like that. So, the only way that I could how should I say, know that people are safe is to stay away from them if I think that they're meddlesome or into malice shit. Now, some people will still try to come around and not be ready and see what I'm on. Some people are just too smart, too hard-headed for their own good and shit. And they think they're winning, but no, they're losing. And I'm like, damn, I don't want to hold back any further of being potentially how power I can get because I'm worried about somebody being hurt on the back end that's on bullshit. Why should I sit back and not power up completely and be what I am because of some fucking idiot that I might know? Just because I know you, that don't mean shit. If I know you, I shouldn't have to worry about you. That's real talk. All this shit, I don't understand. I believe that people have gotten away from the Creator and they do not believe in God. They believe the figment that people have been fed is what they believe in, and no one's getting their asses whooped. Like, no one's getting their asses whooped by things that they do, and there's always a figure that will forgive you. Like, it ain't nothing serious. Like, God's a punk. Like, I mean, that's the way people think. Like really, like there is, and they forgot about the flood story or this and that, or they feel that if something do happen, and that's when they'll fall to their knees and start begging their asses off at that moment and be let into heaven. I don't know what they see this whole rapture thing being like, really. But it seems to me they'll fuck up as much as they can, and then at the end use God's compassion or what he is or what it is, whatever they think it's going to be, to beg their asses off for forgiveness. At the last minute while doing shit now. That's the world we live in. We're living in a world of children that I don't really believe know how serious it is. Like, really, how serious it can get. Now, people, when they choose to get out of the game and do right and be on the opposite side and be laughed at or whatever else or ridiculed and stuff like that, them people have power. So you go bringing your ignorant ass around in those circles and be on bullshit, you get fucked up. This is the truth. I don't know how else to put it to people. Like, I'm like, damn, clown ass individuals, just clowning, like just clown ass individuals. You cannot, like, what movie? I was thinking about this morning. Like, if you ever look at the movie Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skulls, you remember that Russian bitch at the end where she was she wanted it all. She would kill, do everything just to get the skulls and get the knowledge of the universe. Like, she had to go, and she went in them room full of skulls at the end, and she was like, yes, I see, give me all, and her ass wasn't able to handle it, and she burned the fuck up. Like, really. Now, I'm not saying that your ass would burn up and catch in the flames. You might have a heart attack. You might, lose your mind. You might have a brain aneurysm. You might have shit that might make you fall off this earth and ascend, like drop dead on this earth and ascend. So, basically, I'm just really trying, just to don't, like right now, I got this. I really don't even want to show it. This phone right here. Let's show it just like this because you can't really see the back. Yeah, that phone right here. This is what I got. This phone. I got this phone. This is the phone that I'm using until I can get my business line over to a where's my timeout? I'm still recording. Now, yep. Until I can get my business line over to a landline. Like, I don't want the phone to be smart in any way because I believe people are weak and they're sick, and that's not going to stop them from getting no ass whooping because they have they're and what I mean by that is getting fucked up by doing what they're doing because they have proper motor skills and they choose to go down these routes and do these things that would fuck these things this way. So it ain't like someone that is messed up and can't have cerebral palsy and you're going to be held accountable for not being able to keep your head straight. It's not that. when you have normal mind and you have the choice to go either or direction. That's your ass. You fucked up. You caught up in that shit. So it is what it is. And then that's why I posted that video so people can really see. And that was just one of the videos. But when you look at that, you look at a lot of links. That's if a person really want to get really creative with it. Like accessing your camera and all this shit. Looking in on your shit. Like who? I had all kind of people that I thought that was close to me or whatever else that I, felt in my gut. They was on all kind of bullshit. I've never, with all the money I have, I've never thought to do that. Like, really. Because if you do that and you see some shit, now you got to make something happen. So basically, follow your gut and get away. But, that I don't understand. Well, I guess this has always been me, and I don't understand what, I can say that. I can understand people that don't feel good in their own skin, and people that, but then I looked at it a lot of ways too. I handle a lot of business, and I got people, if you using me to go get into all my contacts and see people that's spending money and try to get in their shit and see what they credit cards and listening on their shit, that's fucked up. So I don't look at it as you just follow me. I look at you as fucking up, like big time. And I want to shut that down. I want to shut that down. You fuck around and be stripped of everything you own fucking around like that. Really. Get caught stealing. Get caught messing around and trying to use me and all my contacts through my business number to do shit like that, and watch what happens to you. Like, really. I don't, I don't play games like that, especially, and I'm not that way. So my shit is backed up because I'm not that way. See, you got to fuck around. You got to get in the dirty side of the pool and fuck around with the dirty motherfuckers. You can't be fucking around with clean motherfuckers and thinking that these clean motherfuckers are going to protect you. Like, maybe for a little while, but your ass is going to get caught sooner or later. At a time a person yells something out, you're going to be caught up in it. So I really don't want that to happen. This is tough love, and it's also still looking out for you. I really don't want that to happen. Where's my time? 12 minutes. So y'all watch out for that. I know y'all got, girlfriends and boyfriends or whatever the fuck else, but yeah, that's real shit. People can do that. You don't want people to be accessing, listening to your phone calls and accessing your camera, turning your camera on, seeing where you at, or GPSing your ass all through the city and shit. It's just disrespectful. I don't give a shit, because, and I got other numbers. I'm just waiting for a person to call me on another number. Now, a person had said some things that I thought, okay, like I've been known this, but you give people a chance to get out of it, like, and the more you give people a chance to get out of it, the blinder they get in it, and they think they're slick, but they're not. Now, you might be the very same, you might be the reason why they still alive. They don't even know it. You ain't nothing but a lifesaver. So, I mean, it is what it is. You can't no one get into witchy poo shit. Like, I am not a person to be protected from. So going to cry to someone and asking someone to give you some kind of protection or whatever else from me, there's no protection from me. You need protection from yourself. Like, really, you need protection from yourself. There's no protection from light. We're in a light time. Someone will tell you some shit like that, and then they'll go and see what a person about it, be like, oh, hell no, that bitch done fucked up. Well, that motherfucker done fucked up and got their ass to some shit. They'll tell you some shit. Okay, yeah, do that. When they sit up there, man, hell no, I'm not gonna fuck with that. Like, really, that person's real. Anyone have anything that I can hold against him, hold him up to? He's not doing shit. Like, he's totally light. Like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do in this time and what are you gonna do in this time and age that's all about light and higher consciousness? What are you gonna do? Who you gonna get? You'll get fucked up. That's just about it. So everybody be safe, do what you're supposed to do, and that's all I can keep saying. I'm out this bitch. Y'all keep y'all heads up to see shit coming. 1.